Alright YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick instructional video on just how easy it is to convert a 357 SIG P229 from 357 SIG to 40 caliber Smith & Wesson, and why you would want to do something like that. It's as easy as changing out your barrel. This is a Sig Sauer factory barrel that I got from TopGunSupply.com. I paid $159 for it when Midway USA and a bunch of other places wanted a lot more. I think in the neighborhood of the 220s, somewhere in there. Well, the reasons for wanting to do something like that are economic. Changing your barrel from 357 SIG to 40 caliber Smith & Wesson is an economic exercise. You're doing it to save money. 357 SIGs are fantastic rounds. They are purpose-built to mimic the performance of 357 Magnums. The pressures generated by the 40 caliber case acting on a 9mm bullet mimic a 357 Magnum. The muzzle velocity, the muzzle energy, the stopping power. But you're paying a price for that in terms of finances. It's 25 to 50 cents, 50 cents every time you pull the trigger, every single time. Finding a box of 50 of these full metal jackets, not the high quality hollow points that you'll find usually at gun stores, but full metal jackets will run you somewhere in the neighborhood of $23, $24, even $25 per box of 50. So that's 2/4 every time you squeeze the trigger and hit your target. Hopefully hit your target. So again, it's economic. The 40 caliber Smith & Wessons are a lot less expensive, and they're also a lot more common. Finding a box of 100 full metal jackets in 40 caliber Smith & Wesson is not a hard task. You go to Walmart and do it. Find yourself a box of hundreds. Get yourself a box of 50s for $20, maybe a little less. So you're spending somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 40 cents a round when you're paying 50 cents a round for your SIG 357. So practice with 40s, and if you've got to shoot somebody, shoot them with a 357 SIG. It's a lot more powerful. Those are the reasons. Now let's get to it. Alright, so what we're going to do is just change out the barrel of the 357 SIG to make sure that it can take 40 caliber Smith & Wessons. And again, I said earlier, it's as easy as taking it apart and putting it back together again with the new barrel. So let's do just that. The weapon is already clear. Just go through the regular takedown procedures. And put in the new barrel. Make sure it's flush. It's now chambered for 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. So put in the magazine, and you're done. It's that easy. Alright, that really was easy, wasn't it? One of the things I didn't touch on earlier was that since both of these types of ammunition, both 357 SIG and 40 caliber Smith & Wesson, since they use the same kind of cartridge case, 40 caliber, that all you have to change out is the barrel. The magazines themselves, the magazine well is the same. The magazines that shipped with this 357 SIG were stamped Sig Sauer .40, .357. And just to demonstrate that, I've loaded 2 magazines. You've got your 357 SIG and your 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. So the magazines don't really care. Magazines don't really care what kind of ammunition you feed it, so long as it's 40 caliber or 357 SIG. That's pretty much it. Now, I already made the mistake once of taking this pistol to the range and accidentally putting 357s into a 40 caliber barrel. I haven't shot it yet because I realized what was going on right off the bat, and didn't find out the hard way whether or not they'll fire. I don't know if 357s will fire down a 40 caliber barrel. I have reason to believe that they might, but don't really want to find out. That's pretty much it. So for God's sake, make sure that you are marrying the right kind of ammunition with the right kind of barrel, because the SIG, it's only stamped on the barrel. That's it. With a lot of other pistols, you're gonna see say on my Glocks, I've got 45 auto stamped on the slide, on the magazines, on the barrel, in 2 places on the barrel. So make sure you are actually reading what the barrel says. The barrel will tell you what it wants. So that's it. Just use a little bit of extra caution when you're doing this, and you'll save a lot of money. Thanks for watching.